Hey guys, it's Hey Dude. I guess I wanted to do talking about the James Rolfe the Anger Video Game Nerd Part 2. I mainly wanted to do this video because it seemed, well, I don't know. Again, I did the first video because I, you know, love watching the videos and watching his videos. But again, I posted the last video like a couple days ago. I don't know. It's like it seemed like a fair few of you guys like watching that video and all. And I'm like, I even read some of your comments. I don't know, some of them I thought were pretty funny. Like, if there was a Mount Rushmore of internet influencers, James Rolfe would be on there. I'm like, that's, in my opinion, kind of true. I mean, not to mention, I guess somebody commented, first YouTuber I ever watched, but I'm old as hell. Oh my god. But, again, I think I remember, James Rolfe, started, this website way back when he was just a kid, but I guess years later, he made the YouTube channel called Cinemassacre and then started uploading his AVGN videos. Which honestly, like, the one thing I do like about James Rolfe, or one of the things I like about him, is like he doesn't, force any of the real world stuff in his videos because, it's a video game reviewing channel. So it's like, why would it be about anything else other than, video games? I mean, again, I honestly don't know what the hell happened between James Rolfe and Kyle Justin. I think, he, after long after he made or I guess performed the OG theme song that everybody knows and loves because that's in every AVGN video. I guess he kind of ghosted him or something, but I know I mentioned it a couple of days ago when I uploaded the video, but like the one thing I fucking love in when Kyle Justin is like singing the theme song to the AVGN like fucking um Kyle Justin is like cowabunga, and then fucking James Rolfe responds with cow a fucking piece of dog shit like everybody else iconically knows from that theme song, which I'm like, that's great. Everybody just knows that theme song by heart like that. But another thing, um, one that I do love is like when he's not being angry video game nerd, he also uploads his own videos like, top 10 reasons a Blu-ray sucks, which again, I guess in some way, I guess I see what he's saying, even just for watching that video myself. Because, like, he literally straight makes a point that Blu-ray play menus don't really seem like they put into much creativity when it comes to their DVD or their home menus, which I'm like, I guess I seen some of myself, and it just seems like it's just a stock image or something. Which I mean, I don't really get. It's like, I mean, makes me think. It's like you have so much. This company has so much money. You can't make a better, play menu than this. I mean, I guess they don't want to do that for some weird odd ass reason because I mean, I don't know if I mentioned this in another video before. I guess maybe I did mention this in the Cat and Hat video, but I honestly love the Cat and Hat 2003 play menu, DVD play menu. Oh my god, that one was so memorable because I used to, when I was a kid, I used to freak out whenever I would play the menu, which I don't know. I was just a kid. I didn't understand how stupid I was acting. Another thing I also love is the Shrek 2 play menu. Now that one is like, Donkey's just basically breaking the fourth wall, which that shit was honestly just goated. Like, they really knew how to make play menus on DVD back then. But another one I kind of forgot was the Madagascar one from 2005, from like 20 years ago. Oh my god. But like that one where it's just literally Melman, Gloria, Marty, Alex in the fucking crates, and they just literally start saying the dialogue from the movie. Another one I also love, or I guess some other videos I love is whenever, James does the What's Bullshit series. And it's like he really basically talks about some of the most relatable things, like the fucking things on DVD cases and, the packaging on DVDs. And he just dresses up what looks like to be a homeless man wearing fucking, I don't know, what looks like fucking hay just spray painted brown, which I guess is supposed to make him look, because I guess he calls him the bullshit man or something. Like sometimes he just pops out of nowhere for really no reason at all. Like, not to mention, I also love when he reviewed the Tiger games or something. Which I don't know. I feel like I came across games like that, but they weren't exactly Tiger games. But yeah, some of those games just basically look like fucking LCD watches or something. I mean, some of those games, I guess, I don't know. I might have grew up with some things like that, but not exact. I mean, again, like they're just basically looked like fucking LCD, wristwatch like type games from. I guess they were trying to really copy fucking popular games, which I'm like, how could you really try to copy popular games when games like that probably won't even last? Like, I kind of love, when fucking James also talks about the fucking Batman wristwatch game. He's like, the wrist game. But yeah, I guess he literally mentioned that they even Tiger made fucking Pokemon walkie talkies or something, which I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess some kids need that in case they want to, just have fun and communicate with your friends and just screw around and fucking walkie talkies, I guess. But I mean, whatever. Then they mentioned, I guess he mentioned that they also made the R Zone. I guess funny thing is he really mentioned it's just basically a shittier version of the Virtual Boy, which I'm like, how the hell is that even? How do you manage to really take what Nintendo did wrong and basically make it worse? It's like, yeah, I guess, it can really strain your eyes and really, give you fucking headaches at the same time. It's like, that's lovely, I guess. I mean, why else would you not want that? I mean, which, I don't know. It's like, I don't know how they can market it as a portable system, but it's like, who knows how many kids actually wanted to buy that back then. But I could be wrong, because it's just basically, again, like an LCD, right? It's like a red and black version of every electronic game they ever made. Not to mention they even made a fucking, portable version of it as well. I'm like, if nobody probably wanted to buy the R Zone, why would anybody want to buy the R Zone XPG or whatever the fuck it is? I mean, again, it looks like a fucking LCD, black and red version of a fucking Sega Game Gear, to be honest. I mean, the one thing I thought was honestly fucking hilarious is like the way he fucking flips off a Tiger for literally, I guess, wasting so much plastic ink to make those, which I guess it's not wrong. I mean, the one thing I think is I did like whenever he like fucking reviewed the virtual boy or something. He really strips said it was marketed as a portable system, and then he's like, portable? Yeah, my ass is portable. Which I'm like, I don't know how you can really make a system on fucking a stand that has no strap a portable system, because like you can barely keep the thing on your eyes. So it's like, how does that even really make any sense to not put a fucking strap on there? It's like, how did Nintendo not think of that? I mean, I don't know. I guess whenever it comes to Nintendo, they're always inconvenient with their shit, to be honest. I guess it was what he said in the video is he was dubbed as the VR32 or something. I'm like, I don't know. I'm guessing maybe that had to do with it being 32 bits or something, even though it was virtual reality. But then they changed it to Virtual Boy. The funny thing is, on the box, I guess he says it'll literally give people headaches or something. I mean, and then fucking Angry video game nerd literally said is like, great. That's like diarrhea on a shit Sunday. I'm like, oh my god. I'll admit, like, the one thing I also do remember is, like, I guess during Christmas of, like, 2015, he uploaded a video doing the hyperscan from, like, 2006, which I had no idea until he did that video what the hyperscan even was or something. I was like, I guess it was made by Mattel, who made all those Barbies or something. And one I also liked that he did was I guess he did like a Pepsi Man video or something, which I thought was pretty fucking funny, to be honest. I don't understand why multiple videos like this had different other thumbnails or something, or maybe they're just made by other people. But again, I didn't even know about this game until I guess I started watching this video or something. And it was literally called Drink, and he was like, "How do you play Drink?" Which I guess it was what it was called in, I guess, Japan, I'm assuming. But I seen some gameplay just basically from the video he did, and it just basically looked like a fucking version of Subway Surfers. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, if you really look at it, it just looks like every single game that literally just has your character just run in a straight line or something. Like, which personally, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Subway Surfers. Like, I played that a whole bunch of times on mobile when I was just a kid, which kind of makes me want to, after I'm done recording for this video, I kind of, might want to download that game again and play it. But again, like, James Rolfe and, the two other guys who did this video with him, he honestly seemed like they had a lot of fun making this video. And honestly, it's like, I kind of like the video, to be honest. Like, Pepsi Man just basically looks like some random ass dude on Halloween dressed up as a fucking soda mascot or something. I guess Mike Butters or something is the guy who plays the TV game guy or something. I was like, oh. I'm like, I didn't even know what the hell his name was until I looked it up on Google or whenever I was researching for this video. And the other guy who plays Pepsi Man or something, I guess, is Xander Arnott or something. I'm like, I don't even know anything about that dude, to be honest. I guess he is, he's been in, I'm assuming, from what I looked, I guess he's been in some of James Rolfe's, angry video game nerd videos or something. I literally looked it up, and I guess, some of these pictures were posted on Twitter. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, again, I've never even heard of him, to be honest, until I looked him up. But honestly, like, he's got so many people involved with his videos. But I did love how that, like, close to the end of the video, like I guess the nerd asked him, or I guess the TV game guy, if what the TV pizza for TV game thing means. And he's like, oh, actually, I don't remember. My brain is just chunks of Pepsi now. I'm like, oh my god. Then he like ends up fucking pushing him into the lava or something, and then he just recreates the fucking, instead of doing the thumbs up like Arnold Schwarzenegger does, he just does a middle finger and just really sinks into the fucking lava. Which I think that was a brilliant reference in my opinion, because I love Terminator 2. Another thing, one thing I also love is how, I guess they casually sometimes would have Macaulay Culkin in them. And I know I mentioned it in part 1, but again, I honestly love Macaulay Culkin because, to be really honest with you, he kind of, made me every single Christmas want to watch fucking Home Alone 1 and 2. I don't know, in my opinion, he is what made Home Alone as good, or Home Alone 1 and 2 as good as they are. I mean, I know people will probably disagree, but I love both of them. I mean, it's not Home Alone without him, that's basically what I'm saying. But another thing, the one thing I love is how, again, James Rolfe really does know how to literally channel his cartoonish fucking angry video game nerd personality whenever he's doing these videos. It's like, Again, it feels like an actual sometimes TV. I don't know. I know it's not like an actual TV show because it's basically just a YouTube web series. Also, I love the series of videos he also did. Superman 64 videos he did, which I honestly found kind of hilarious because it seemed like, you know, even the nerd kind of had like some special, you know, love for maybe the Superman character. And I honestly thought it was funny, like the beginning of the original Superman 64 game or video game video he did. He literally tried to make people think that, or I guess he tried to make it seem like they were talking about playing it on the Commodore 64. I'm like, bro, that's not what they meant. And he even, I guess, came back in 2019 to do another one. And I'm like, why did they make Superman 60, the cartridge itself, look all golden and evil looking? I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I guess, you know, after throwing it straight into the sun, that's what it does? I'm like, I wouldn't even want to have my hand anywhere near that goddamn thing. I'm like, that thing looks... I mean, from the fact that it has, like, fucking screws on it, I'd be like, hell to the nah. I'm like, I think I do remember watching the original Superman video he did, where it's just basically him, you know, reviewing the one on NES. Which, personally, this is just my opinion, but I don't know. I don't really understand people really reviewing, you know, because if people say it's terrible, I don't really understand, because it's basically just them reviewing a console from, you know, 40 years ago, and I'm like, you have to expect the games are not going to look that great, so it's like, to say a console and their games aren't that great just don't make no fucking sense to me, because, like, I mean, I know a lot of people probably grew up with this console in the 80s, I mean, but yeah, that's fair, so I guess, you know, a lot of people got to take it with a grain of salt, but, like, again, like, personally, it's like, it will be like reviewing a console like Atari and saying it's bad, which I don't understand. And personally, I never really played Superman 64. I mean, I heard it's like one of the worst Superman games ever, or one of the worst N64 games, I guess. And I'm like, I'm not sure I want to play it anytime soon, but I kind of maybe want to play the N64 console itself. And it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the first 2 seconds, I mean, I would have to literally fly through a bunch of goddamn rings. It's like, to be fair, I mean, some of those levels I've played in games like Ultimate Spider-Man, I think I had to literally do something kind of like that, but even though that game came out in 2005, like 20 years ago, I even like fucking James, so it just, like, makes fun of Superman in that game because it's weird movement and shit. Oh my god, like, I couldn't stop laughing. But also, not to mention, I love how James makes fun of Superman's ugly digital face, which I'm like, why does his face look like it looks like it's straight or, you know, flat or something like that. Like, I love how he says that's like the ugliest digital looking face I've ever seen. And then Lily just basically references the Henry Cavill Superman from fucking Justice League 2017, where they had to remove his fucking real mustache off of his face, or CGI, which looked very fucking noticeable. And Lily said it was second, which I'm like, that's basically him implying that's literally the ugliest, you know, face he's ever seen, Superman face he's ever seen. But again, the one game I kind of do want to play on the N64 is Donkey Kong 64. I've never played that in my life, but I kind of want to because I'm a big Donkey Kong fan. Or not, maybe not the biggest, but I'm kind of somewhat of a Donkey Kong fan, kind of. And it's like, I don't know, it was like one of the first open world Donkey Kong games I've seen, but I never played. And I'm like, how did this come out the same year as Superman 64? I'm like, that makes no fucking sense to me. And people say this game is terrible. I'm like, are you nuts? Another thing I also, or I guess another video I also liked was the Sonic 06 one where he basically reviewed Sonic 06 on the Xbox 360. And honestly, I mean, I guess the one thing I didn't understand, well, I want to say something first, but I like the joke that he made Lily. I guess just making fun of the cleared act mission stage is like a cleared act mission. What kind of terminology is that? That's like saying cleared level stage. This game is dick cock. I'm like, what the fuck? Which I had a hard time not mustering up a fucking giggle after hearing that. But Sonic 06, I never played that game, but I heard about it, or I guess it had some kind of glitches in it because the game wasn't finished, obviously. But it just basically seems like it plays like every other Sonic game, which, then again, I don't know why they couldn't have called it something else that says just Sonic the Hedgehog. The one thing I also love is whenever the nerd Louie referenced the opening scene from Forrest Gump saying the feather falling down reminds him of it, which I'm like, I can kind of see that because I've seen that movie multiple times. And then he literally makes the reference, Lily saying, life is like a box of shit. You're always gonna get shit. I'm like, bro, that shit's too fucking funny. I'm like, I had a hard time not laughing while watching that. But yeah, like, I think I even remember he did a video talking about the Incredible Crash Dummies video game or something, which I never played. But the thumbnail, I love how he just basically turned himself into a fucking crash dummy. I'm like, that looks so realistic. I'm like, I guess I looked it up and because I couldn't remember, but I guess it was like a line of toys made by Tyco Toys or something. I guess based off of commercials from the 1980s or something. I'm like, oh, I guess featuring the characters of Vince and Larry or something. But I guess, Mattel and Hot Wheels were involved in it, but which, I mean, they seem like they're a lot of fun-ass toys, to be honest, back in the day, to be honest, because I got a fair few of action figures, even though I'm still 25. Or I still got a fair few of action figures, even though I'm 25 now, but I do like that they can literally break and you can put them back together, which I could literally do with my Transformers action figures. The one thing I didn't understand was, like, I even looked it up, and apparently this thing called Cinemaster Video is not even a thing. It's just literally a skit thing in their YouTube videos, or James Rolfe's YouTube videos. I'm like, what? That would have been cool if Cinemaster Video was a real store. Like, again, it would just basically be like his own version of Blockbuster or something. Like, even though that is kind of still around, but it's in Bend, Oregon, I think. But again, that would be cool to just literally walk into a store and literally see James Rolfe just selling fucking, VHS or VCR tapes. Like, that would have been dope as hell. But again, he probably just, I guess, maybe came up with it, I'm assuming, for his YouTube videos, for his video rental reviews, I'm assuming, which I've sort of seen, but not all of them, but they're not too bad. I guess, he was also involved, I know it's random, but he was also involved with another company called Screw Attack, which I'm guessing, yeah, they were involved with some of the making of those 8-bit, 16-bit games, from like, they look like they're from the 80s or 90s or something. So, yeah, I guess that's it today for me talking about James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd Part 2. Again, I kind of had a lot of fun making Part 2 of this video. I don't know if I'll do a Part 3. I mean, maybe I will, probably. So I guess leave a comment down below if you guys want to. Subscribe, share, see you guys are. Peace out.